Om Shri Sai Ram, offering our most humble pranams at the lotus feet of our beloved Sadguru. Revered elders, dear brothers and sisters gathered here and watching us live from around the world, Sai Ram and greetings on day 5 of Navaratri celebrations. On the 5th day of Navaratri, the Divine Mother is worshipped as Ma Skanda Mata, the mother of Lord Skanda or Kartikeya. Her worship helps one develop the selfless love of a mother and also invokes the blessings of Lord Skanda. We shall begin this evening's proceedings with a Vedic invocation by boy students of Vedic Studies program. They will be chanting the Shivopasana mantra.
निधनपतये नमः निधनपतान्तिकाय नमः ऊर्ध्वाय नमः ऊर्ध्वलिङ्गाय नमः हिरण्याय नमः हिरण्यलिङ्गाय नमः सुवर्णाय नमः सुवर्णलिङ्गाय नमः दिव्याय नमः दिव्यलिङ्गाय नमः भवाय नमः भवलिङ्गाय नमः शर्वाय नमः शर्वलिङ्गाय नमः शिवाय नमः शिवलिङ्गाय नमः ज्वलाय नमः ज्वललिङ्गाय नमः आत्माय नमः आत्मलिङ्गाय नमः परमाय नमः परमलिङ्गाय नमः एतत् सोमस्य सूर्यस्य सर्वलिङ्गस्थापयति पाणिमन्त्रं पवित्रम् सद्यो जातं प्रपद्यामि सद्यो जाताय वै नमो नमः भवे भवेनाति भवे भवस्व माम् भवोद्भवाय नमः वामदेवाय नमो ज्येष्ठाय नमः श्रेष्ठाय नमो रुद्राय नमः कालाय नमः कलविकरणाय नमो बलविकरणाय नमो बलाय नमो बलप्रमथनाय नमः सर्वभूतदमनाय नमो मनोन्मनाय नमः अघोरेभ्यो घोरेभ्यो घोरघोरतरेभ्यः सर्वेभ्यः सर्वशर्वेभ्यो नमस्ते अस्तु रुद्ररूपेभ्यः तत्पुरुषाय विद्महे महादेवाय धीमहि तन्नो रुद्रः प्रचोदयात् ईशानः सर्वविद्यानाम् ईश्वरः सर्वभूतानां ब्रह्माधिपतिर्ब्रह्मणोऽधिपतिर्ब्रह्मा शिवो मे अस्तु सदा शिवो ॐ शान्तिः 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 हरिः ॐ तत्सत् श्री साईश्वरार्पणमस्तु।
Every year, the 19th of October is recognized as World Values Day. Sri Sathya Sai Baba often said, "Politics without principles, education without character, science without humanity, and commerce without morality are not only useless but also positively dangerous." In a world where economies are flourishing and science is making great leaps, there is still social unrest, poverty, war, and rampant unhappiness. This is because we have lost sight of our true divine nature. Some of the most important values that we as an institution have emphasized on are truth, righteous conduct, peace, love, non-violence, patriotism, spirit of oneness, spirit of service, environmental responsibility, and awareness of body, mind, and heart. Therefore, it is imperative that these values are taught and inculcated in children at a young age. This morning, the Shiva Panchakshari Homa and Saptadravya Mahamrityunjaya Homa were performed at the Yagashala. After Purnahuti, the priest explained the significance of the homas performed. Mrityunjaya, which is another name for Lord Shiva, means the one who has conquered death. The one truth of life is that we all come with an expiry date, and undertaking the Mahamrityunjaya Homam or Japa will not help us avoid death, but rather overcome the fear of death. He also spoke about the power of Shiva Panchakshari mantra, Om Namah Shivaya, and said that the chanting of this mantra is equivalent to the study of all the Vedas. These homas were followed by Durga Arti as per the Bengali traditions. This evening, we are happy to have amidst us Sri TN Prabhakar addressing all of us. Proficient in Sanskrit, Kannada, English, and Hindi languages, he is a 3-time gold medalist in the field of Sanskrit. He has served at various colleges in different portfolios for over 3 decades. He has been honored by many reputed institutions like Shankaracharya Samsthanam Sringeri and Sirsi, Shankaracharya Peetam Kanchipuram, Karnataka Sanskrit University, and many more. This evening, Sri TN Prabhakar ji will share his wisdom on Devi Mahatmyam, the glory of the Divine Mother. Devi Mahatmyam, found in the Markandeya Purana, is also called as Durga Saptashati, consisting of 700 hymns which extol the prowess and victory of the Mother over various evil forces. May we now request Sri Prabhakar ji to enlighten us on Devi Mahatmyam.
शुक्लांबरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये सुरासुरासेवितपादपङ्कजा करे विराजत् कमनीयपुस्तका विरञ्च पत्नी कमलासनस्थिता सरस्वती नृत्यतु वाचि मे सदा अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। अत्यन्तं सन्तोषस्य अयं विषयः यत् अहम् अद्य सत्यसाई ग्रामम् आगत्य साईबाबा महात्मनः दिव्यलीलाम् अनुभवन् कार्ये किञ्चित् भागं गृहीतवान्। मध्याह्नकाले होमस्य पूर्णाहुतिः अभवत्। उत्तरभारते यथा दुर्गायाः महान् उत्सवः भवति बहु सन्तोषेण, तादृश उत्सवस्य प्रतिरूपमपि मया साक्षात्कृतं, येन मम जीवनं धन्यं मन्ये। I bow down my pranams to Sai Babas and the successor Madhusudan Sai, and I request all your good selves to permit me to share my ideas. My elderly friend Mr. Narsimurthy, who is the Kulapati of this Vidya Kshetra, is blessing me actually. And you are all the Pratirupas of Bhagavan, so I request your benediction also to me. Vedas are the foremost literature of the world, which is not in the written text. Only by Shruti, the preceptor Acharya gives the mantropadesha, the Shishya takes it and boyhards it and have a siddhi, and then he gives that upadesha to his Shishya. So it is called as Shruti. When Professor Max Muller in England wants to print this Rigveda, he approaches the Rigveda Pandits of Bharata and brings them to that nation to see that a correct form is published. Because no book was there. Book form was not there. Till date, the Vedic texts are actually being produced and reproduced only by vocal memory and all these things. It is a great thing. On these Vedas, the Ramayana Mahabharata, which are called as Panchama Vedas. In Kali Yuga, these Vedas cannot be understood for so many reasons. The Kali Yuga feature is in that way. So Vedavyasa Maharshi says, Kali Yuge sarvesham samanya jananam krite vedanam parichayartham aham mahabharatam likhami. Mahabharatam panchama vedaha. It consists of 1 lakh verses. In each verse there will be 4 lines. So it will be 4 lakh lines. 235 years before, in the international section, there was a view prevalent, that was the Greek Prabandhas, Iliad and Odyssey, they are the most popular and the longest treatise on the earth. When Mahabharata was translated into English and it was published and that copy was made available to the Western scholars and educationists, they were astonished. Then their opinions became very different. In the textbooks, the texture was changed. They used to say after that, Iliad plus Odyssey into 8 is equal to 1 Mahabharata. See? Bharata Desha, it is not India, it is Bharata Desha. Bharata Desha is not just only Sanatana, but it is Sadatana also. In Amarakosha, Sadatana, Sanatana. Sanatana, ancient, not only ancient, but it is Sadatana. It is everywhere and on every day it will be prevalent. So that is called as Sadatana. In that, the quintessence of Vedas come to Ramayana and Mahabharata. So, Bharata means Bhati Sarveshu Vedeshu. Amongst all the Vedas, this illustrious splendor will be there. Ratihi Sarveshu Jantushu. In all the pranis, not kevan only on human beings, all the four-pedal animals also, Bhati, it have a luster. Ratihi Sarveshu Jantishu. Taranam Sarva Tirthanam. Sarvesham Tirthakshetranam Yatra ya asti. Tad yatra Mahabharatasya Pathanena Bhavati. Taranam Sarvatirthanam Tena Bharata Uchyate. Mahabharata. After that, Vedavyasa wrote 18 Puranas. Ashtadacha Mahapuranani. Ashtadacha Purananam Karta Satyavati Sutaha. Mahabharata consists of 1 lakh shlokas, 4 lakh lines. The whole 18 Puranas consist of 4 lakh verses. That means to say 16 lakh lines. In no country, in no age, such literature will be created or available. That is the greatness of our Prachina Indian nation that we have to account actually. And then Max Muller says, life seems to be so small to read such a gigantic work as a whole. Relating to Mahabharata, he says, one life is not sufficient to read one Mahabharata. Leave away the other Puranas, or Ramayana, or Veda, and anything. Such is our glory, classic tradition is there. So 18 Puranas are actually there in our country. In Puranas, the festivals, vratas, how they are to be celebrated, what are the vows, who celebrated such festivals, what are the fruits, on all these things, very good narrations are there. Festivals are very familiar and very important part of our religious and social life. They are the objects of natural love to the entire human race. Poet laureate Rashtrakavi Kalidasa has observed in his Abhijnana Shakuntala, Utsava Priyaha Khalu Manushyaha. Sarve Manushyaha Utsava Priyaha. They want some festivity. So, our Bharatiyas defined what is a festival. In the Western countries, festivals means they say dance, drink, merry. Eat, drink, dance and merry. That is the festivity they used to say. In our India, Bharata, dance is there, drinking is there, merry is there, eating is there. For eating only Supayana, Rasayana Shastra, Rasa Shastra is there. Supa Shastra is there, Paka Shastra. For merry, Vatsyayana's Kama Sutra, in which 64 arts are actually described. Such is there. So, eat, dance, merry is there in our country also, but they are not culminated just in the 5 sense organs only. If at all it is culminated only in 5 sense organs, then what is the difference between we people and the 4-pedal animals? A Subhashita says, Ahara nidra bhaya maithunancha samanyametat pashubhirnaranam. Ahara, nidra, bhaya, maithuna, samanyametat pashubhirnaranam. Dharmo naranam adhiko visheshaha. Dharmena hinaha pashubhis samanaha. Usually, festivity include getting together with family friends, enjoying the tasty dishes, drinking to the best of their ability, singing, dancing and chit-chatting, forgetting their troubles or problems for a while. We have to think here. Even animals, birds and vegetation observe these things. So, eat, drink, make merry and rest. They immerse more deeply, birds and animals, on those merry occasions. Enjoy the sensual pleasures relatively more than us. English poet Tennyson says, man is the roof and crown of all things. When man is the crown of all things, then his thinking should be always superior. Santa Tulsidas says, there is nothing that compares to human body. Naratan samanahi. So we have to rise above the level of animalistic merry making. See, Navaratra Utsava we are celebrating. Utsava, what is meant by Utsava? Sava means Ananda, pleasure. Ut means Urdhvamukha Savaha. That Ananda, pleasure should be above our sensual pleasures. Each festival that we celebrate ought to be rooted in sound judgment and the planning, decorations and the bliss. It should meet even higher standards. This sutra or aphorism of cultural refinement apply to Holi, Deepavali, Navaratra of Hindus, Bakrid and Ramzan of Muslims, Easter or Christmas of Christians also. Although festivals are celebrated by all people, sects, nations, an in-depth study reveals that the festivals shaped by our Sanathana Arya Bharatiya Maharshis culture have many distinctive features. We have to have some explanation about it. The term Sanatana does not convey the limited meaning that which belongs to ancient times or primeval. The true meaning is eternal. Sanatana means it is eternal and Sadatana. Similarly, the term Arya is not used to convey the idea of a sect of people with a distinguishing skin color and language, as has been wrongly interpreted by some of the half-baked modern historians. We are not half-baked persons. We are having a great backing of our sages. The sages, they had a distinct, Vishishta special feature and special vision was there. Through their penance, they got that vision. We are actually the Santana of those Rishis. We are not half-baked historians. It is used in the true sense, one who speaks of the Supreme Being and learned preceptors. As stated in the following quotation, Sushtu irayati prak dushtarthamiti aryaha. The vision he had, he will reveal in a very good manner. He is called as Arya. So Arya means it is actually not a race but a quality. In Sanskrit Natakas, dramas, a nati calls his father-in-law, his husband as Aryaputra. She won't spell out his name. Aryaputra ita yehi. Aryaputra means my father-in-law was Arya. Yes. Aryasya putraha Aryaha. Tadrisha arthya Aryasya iti bhavati. The term Bharatiya is not used to refer to people belonging to a sovereign territory which is determined by politics and may change from time to time. So Bharatiya means people engaged in pursuit of spiritual enlightenment. Who is a Bharatiya? One who is engaged in spiritual enlightenment is called as Bharatiya. Since Mother Nature has granted this great land of Bharata people, so Bharatiya festivals are for the eternal splendor of truth. In this fashion, have special features. Sanatana Dharma festivals are embodied in the knowledge of the Supreme Being and science of creation. The sages gained such knowledge par excellence by deep contemplation while they were in a meditative state. Based on their finding, they preached very kind-heartedly the path of progression to attain the fourfold aims of human existence. If a Bharatiya is questioned about the goal of life, what is your goal? I have to study hard and I have to get an employment and I will get much of money and I will marry. Yes, I will get a site and build a house. Okay, it is true. But that is not the true goal. That also is one amongst the goals. Our Rishis say in a very pleasant manner, see, the goal of man is called as Purusharthas. Purusha means human being. Purusha means human being. Artha means goal. They are dharma, artha, kama, moksha. Chaturvidha phala purushartha. Athava Chaturbhadra it is called also. Ethical precepts, righteous means it is dharma, and wealth, artha, desires, kama, and emancipation or salvation is moksha. To get all these four purusharthas, utsavas, festivals are to be arranged. So Navaratra festival is one amongst the prime festivals of Bharata Desha. Bhavishottara Purana says this festival is not confined just to Bharata, but for other countries also. See in Bhavishottara Purana, Snataihi Pramuditaihi Hristaihi Brahmanaihi Kshatriyaihi Nrupaihi Vaishyaihi Shudraihi Bhakti Yuktaihi Mlechaihi Anyaischa Manavaihi Evam Nanam Lecha Ganaihi Pujyate Sarva Dasyubihi Anga Vanga Kalingaischa Kinnaraihi Barbaraihi Shakaihi. In the world, there will be so many races and clans will be there, Vamshas will be there, countries will be there. In all these countries, by all these Varanas, this Navaratra Utsava will be celebrated. Navaratra, there are two types of Navaratras. This is Sharan Navaratra. Another is Vasanta Navaratra. From Yugadi to Ramanavami, it is called as Vasanta Navaratram. Especially Ramotsava will be celebrated then, spring season. Now it is autumn season, Sharad Rutu. Our Vedic rishis say, Jivanto Sharadam Shatam, Nandama Sharadas Shatam, Modama Sharadas Shatam, Prabravama Sharadas Shatam. We will lead our great life, satisfied life for 100 years, 100 autumn seasons. That means to say for 100 years. Here this is called as Sharan Navaratram. Sharad Rutu, where Mahalakshmi, Mahasaraswati and Mahadurga will be worshipped here. During autumnal season, Sharad Ritu, the sky outside will be clear without clouds. And within also, it is a clear Jnanakasha in ourselves. Outside, lotus flowers are in full blossom. And inside, in the Manasarovara, lotuses in the form of heart, etc., will blossom. Outside, it is plenty with dhana and dhanya. Inside, it is plenty of Atma Dhana. Outside, it is the expedition of Veera Kshatriyam, Simolanghanam on the Vijayadashmi day for the victory of Dharma. And inside, in every being, it is the expedition of Atma Vijaya. Yes. Vijayadashmi means for all of us, it is Atma Vijaya. All these are combined in this Mahaparva. It is called as Navaratra Utsava. For 9 days, it will be celebrated. After the 9th day, there will be Vijayadashmi also. So there will be 10 days also. Though many times, if it is not celebrated for 9 days, at least for 3 days, at least for 2 days, at least for 1 day, it ought to be celebrated. Oh, Durga Saptashati is a special treatise on the spirit, that is Shakti Mata. Our Vedic sages say there was a creation and Brahma said, I will divide it into 2. And he made a sutra in the middle and brought 2 portions. One was Pum, Anandvara Stri, Puman Stri. So who is great? Is it Puman or Stri? No question arises in that way in our country. Because the same creation divided in a straight form, so Puman Stri iti bhedaha nasti. Acharya Kalidasa says, Stri Puman iti anastha yesha vrittam hi mahitam satam. His Sheela, his Nadavadike, his daily routine, that is important. Stri Puman iti anastha yesha. Yukti yuktam vachograhyam baladapi shukadapi. Yukti yuktam vachograhyam baladapi shukadapi. So in that context, Durga Saptashati is a part of Markandeya Puranam. Literally, Durga means one who is difficult to approach or difficult to know. Being the personification of the totality of the powers of the gods, she is naturally difficult to approach or to know. However, being the mother of the universe, she is the personification of tender love. She is praised as responsible for the creation, sustenance, and withdrawal of the universe. She is the personification of knowledge, wisdom, and memory. She is pleasant and beautiful. At the same time, she is terrible also. This combination of the opposite qualities is possible only for her. She is described as wielding several weapons like the bow, arrow, sword, discus, and trident. Many asuras, that is Rakshasas, demons, used to perform penance. Penance for long time, for 100 years, 200, 300, 500, 1,000 years. And the Deva used to come there and ask, what are you wanting? Then he used to say, there should be no death for me. Then the God used to say, no death to me is not to be asked. You can take it from another context. Then they used to say, let a child which is of 6 days young old, that child, let him come and kill me. Taraka, Sura, such vara he took. So Ravana says, Deva, Danava, Yaksha, Gandharva, from no person I should be killed. Maybe a Saman ordinary human being. When I have conquered Indraloka and Devendra, how can a Samanya Nara can come and kill me? That was his question. So that it happens. See, there is a teacher. He teaches the students. The student may be a long-haired man, student. But the teacher says, he is studying well. I have to grant him marks. For his misbehavior, the punishment will be otherwise. That is different. But I have to give large justice to his studies, That's actually in that way it happens. So demons used to grow like anything that nobody can control. Then the Devas came and the Devi Avatara will come. Into Devi's Avatara, all the gods gave their Shaktis. All the gods gave their weapons to her Devi, to that Devi, and Devi fought and kills all the demons in a respective way. Mahishasura. Here in Karnataka, our cultural capital is Mysuru. In Mysuru, there is Chamundi Hills is there. Chamundamba Devi, she kills Mahishasura. So Mahishasura Mardini Stotram is there. Aigiri Nandini Nandita Medini Vishwa Vinodini Nandinute Girivara Vindhya Nishadi Jaya Jaya He Mahishasura Mardini Ramya Kapardini Shailasuti. So Goddess Durga slains Mahishasura in the Chamundi Hills. Mahishasura was a curse to the gods and human beings by his misdeeds. So Durga is called as Mahishasura Mardini. Of course, this incident took place in Mysore, the cultural capital. The Devi was born out of the gods' wrath, that is anger. The power of these gods formed her limbs, and the exact duplicates of their weapons formed her. Armed with these formidable weapons and riding on a fierce lion, she challenged Mahishasura and destroyed him with his army. The story is followed by an executive hymn which combines in itself both poetic excellence and devotional fervor insight. She is the power of inscrutable by which the whole universe is permeated and energized. She is the personification of all wealth, beauty, power, virtues. She is the embodiment of yajna, that is sacrifice, and paravidya, highest knowledge concerning the spirit, and the aparavidya, that is knowledge of physical sciences. It is she who bestows wealth, both material and spiritual, dispels the difficulties and annihilates the evil ones. The gods could not enjoy freedom for long. They were overpowered by the demons Shumba and Nishumba. So they had to run to the Himalayas and request the Devi again. This hymn, well known as Aparajita Stotra, praises her as unconquered. Her presence in all the living beings is the main theme of this hymn. Then Devi manifested herself as Kaushiki Durga from the body of Parvati, who herself became Kali, the dark one. The intervention of Dhumralochana, Chanda Munda and Raktabija. The battle with Raktabija was long drawn, needing some special efforts by the Devi, since he had the mysterious power to multiply himself through the drops of blood spilled in the battle from his body. Even in the Saptamatrika, Devi's efforts were helpless. The Kali, who managed to spread her extensive tongue and drink away all the blood coming out of Raktabija, she prevented his further growth. So all demons were killed. This is followed by another prayer, an enchanting poetical hymn which is very simple and lucid. It is known as Narayani Stuti. So among 700 verses in 4 adhyayas, the Devi is specially worshipped with stotras. Our students and householders should repeat these stotras every day to get the prayer, to get the blessings of Sri Durga Devi and Chandi Chamundi Devi and Saraswati Devi and Lakshmi Devi. Lakshmi, we used to worship in the Ashada Masa also, Shravana Masa also. Varamahalakshmi is there. And Saraswati Prarthana will be done in this. And Durga Prarthana will be done in this way. So, Mahasaraswati, Mahalakshmi, Mahadurga, Tripura Sundari Nayika, Shiva Shaktya Yuktaha, Yadi Bhavati Shakta Prabhavitum, Nache Devam Devam Nakalu Kushala Spanditumapi. If at all Shiva should do his duty, then Shakti's order is required, Shakti's ashraya is required, or else Shiva by himself cannot do anything. Adi Shankaracharya says, Bhavani tvam dase mayi vitara drishtim sakarunam. O Bhavani, you give me your karuna to me. When Shishya says Bhakta, Bhavani, when he says just a single word, then only Bhavani bestows him with all the benefits and all the consequences and anukulas and varas will be given in that way. So, Shakti Devata Upasana, Navaratra Utsava, Atyantam Pramukha Utsavaha Bhavati, Samagra Bharatam Ekasutrena Anetum, Samagra Bharatasya Atma Avishkarartham, Navaratra Utsavaha Atyantam Pramukha Utsavaha Asti, Sathya Sai Kendre, Janaha Atyantam Shraddhaya, Atyantam Bhaktya, Atyanta Karma Nishtaya, Idam Acharanti Ityukte, Sarvesham Santoshasya Vishyaha. Asya Kendrasya Shakti Dwara, Samagra Karnatakam, Samagra Bharata Deshaha Eva, Dharma Deshaha Bhavati, Sarvepi Karya Nishtaha Bhavanti, Asmakam Raja Yaha Bhavati Maharajaha, Saha Dharmikaha Bhavati, Swasti Prajabhyah Paripalayantam, Prajabhyah Swasti, Nyayena Margena Mahim Mahishaha. Ye Mahishaha Bhavanti, Rajanaha, te sarve Dharma Margena Rajyam Kurvantanama. Vedanam Eka Rashtrageetam asti, Vaidika Rashtrageetam. Abrahman Brahmano Brahma Varchasi Jayatam. Brahmanaha Brahma Varchasvi Bhavet. Rajanyaha Rajnyam Vamshaha. Ye santi Asmakam Prashasana Kartaraha, ye Mantrinaha Bhavanti, Anye Pradhana Mantrinaha Bhavanti, te sarvepi Shuraha, Dhiraha Bhavantu Nama. Ye Gavaha Yaha Bhavanti, Taha Gavaha Dhenavaha, Samyak Kshirinyaha Bhavantu, Kshiradatriyaha Bhavantu. Nikame Parjanyo Varshatu, Parjanyaha Vrishtihi Kale Kale Bhavatu. Voshadhayaha Pachyantam, Krushikshetreshu Bhumihi Sada Sasya Shamala Bhavatu. Yogakshemo Nakalpatam, Yogakshema, Yoga Yukte Apraptasya Praptihi. Yad Asmakankate Napraptam Tat Praptavyam. We have to get whatever we didn't get. Kshemo Nama Praptasya Rakshanam Bhavet. Are Agatam Gatam iti chet Labha Nasti. Tad Dirghakalam Prati Asmakam Samipe Bhautu Nama Yogakshemo Nak Kalpatamiti Vaidika Rashtrageetamasti Tadrisha Mangala Shasana Dwara Aham Adyatana Pravachana Sikate Viramam Karomi Sarvebhya Dhanyavada.
Thank you so much, sir, for enlightening us on the rich culture that we as Bharatiyas have and the prowess of what Devi means to all of us. We now request our revered Chancellor, Sri B.N. Narasimhamurthy, to extend a token of gratitude to Sri TN Prabhakar ji. Offering our heartfelt gratitude to Swami, we shall now conclude the session with Mangal Arti.
ॐ जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी सत्य साई हरे भक्त जना संरक्षक भक्त जना संरक्षक पति महेश्वर ॐ जय जगदीश हरे शशिवदना श्रीकरा सर्वा प्राणपते स्वामी सर्वा प्राणपते आश्रित कल्पलतिका आश्रित कल्पलतिका आपद्बान्धव ॐ जय जगदीश हरे माता-पिता गुरुदैवमो मरियन्तयुनीरे स्वामी मरियन्तयुनीरे नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथा नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथा नागेन्द्राशयन ॐ जय जगदीश हरे ओंकार रूप ओजस्वियो साई महादेवा सद्गुरु साई महादेवा मंगलारति अंदुको मंगलारति अंदुको मंगल गीतानि ॐ जय जगदीश हरे नारायण नारायण ॐ सत्यनारायण नारायण 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 ॐ सत्यनारायण नारायण ॐ सत्यनारायण नारायण ॐ जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ॐ सत्यनारायण नारायण नारायण ॐ नारायण नारायण ॐ सत्यनारायण नारायण ॐ सत्यनारायण नारायण ॐ जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ॐ सत्यनारायण नारायण नारायण ॐ नारायण नारायण ॐ सत्यनारायण नारायण ॐ सत्यनारायण नारायण ॐ जय सद्गुरुदेवा ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः समस्तलोका सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोका सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोका सुखिनो भवन्तु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की जय बोलो सद्गुरु श्री मधुसूदन साई जी की जय